Okay, today we're going to talk about implicit differentiation, okay? So for here, basically, you have to remember the difference between independent variable and dependent variable, okay? So basically, look at your notation, dy over dx. That means y is dependent variable and x is independent variable, okay? So basically, let me give you one heads up. So for example, if you have x cubed, and the derivative of this one is simply 3x squared, okay? But what about this one with y dependent variable cubed prime, okay? But keep that in mind, this one has two layers, okay? Basically, y is a function of x, which means there is one layer, and cubed is outside function, okay? And as we did before as a chain rule, this one will be 3y squared, and then you have to multiply y prime, is that okay? Or we can write this one as 3y squared times dy dx, okay? So basically implicit differentiation is not different with the chain rule, but you have to keep that in mind, okay? Y itself is a function, okay, not the independent variable, okay? That's why you have to multiply the second layer prime, is that okay? So please keep this in mind, and let's talk about this problem, okay? Here we go. And we're gonna take the derivative with respect to x. As I told you, this notation means we're going to take the derivative with respect to x, okay? So x cubed. X cubed is x is independent variable, so we can do just simple derivative. That's it, okay? But second one, you have to be careful, okay? Because minus x, let me use two different colors for this guy. Minus x is the first function, and y squared is second function, which means it is product form. Does it make sense? So we have to do product rule for this second term, okay? Here we go. Minus x prime is just minus 1 times. Then you have to multiply your second function, okay? N plus. Oh, okay. And then first function, which is minus x, and times second function prime, okay, which is y squared prime. Okay, but keep that in mind. Y squared has two layers, right? 2y outside prime times inside prime. Is okay? So this part is important, okay? What about third term? Y cubed, okay? Y cubed is also, when you think about implicit, it must be chain, right? And 3y squared, and don't forget you have to multiply dy over dx, okay? And what about right-hand side? It is constant. Constant prime is no matter what equal to 0, okay? That's it, okay? So now what are you going to do? We have to do solve for dy over dx, okay? So, and here, all the term which is concerned with dy over dx, I'm talking about this guy and this guy must live on the left-hand side, and otherwise this two term will move to right-hand side, okay? So here we go. So let me do moving and simplify at the same time. This guy is negative 2xy times dy dx, right? And second term, plus 3y squared times dy over dx is equal to. Now, this two term will move to the right-hand side, and this was plus, okay? Then it will be minus 3x squared and minus plus y squared. Almost there, okay? So look at your left-hand side. Your dy, we're going to pull out the dy dx, which is common factor, okay? Then we can this way. Big parentheses and dy put out from this two term, and then remaining part 2 minus 2xy and plus 3y squared, and that is equal to your current right hand side, okay? Almost there. Now this whole thing in parentheses is coefficient of dy dx, right? And we're going to divide by this one on both sides. Then your dy dx, which I ask you in this problem, is equal to minus 3x squared plus y squared over minus 2xy plus 3y squared, okay? So, well, this is fine, okay? But if you want to write with the leading term as positive, then you can do 3x squared minus y squared over 2xy minus 3y squared. Actually, they are same, but the thing is I just multiply negative 1 top and bottom at the same time, okay?